Spits van der Westhuizen.
Tian Swanepoel and in the wing. Superb flick.
In die rechtervleugel.
A strong thing.
What do they do?
The penultimate fixture at Interschools 2019, the greatest schoolboy rugby rivalry in the world. And right now, it's Paarl Gym's second side taking on Boys High second side. Paarl Gym's second team unbeaten this season with 15 wins out of 15. Boys High, on the other hand, have won 13 out of 16. It is a glorious day out here. So crisp, absolutely perfect for perfect rugby. And with me in the commentary box is former Springbok, Cheetahs and Sharks centre, Andre Strauss.
Good afternoon, Justin, and great to be here in Paarl again for the Paarl Interschools, the biggest schoolboy rugby rivalry in the world. And there's a tremendous day out here, and we've seen some tremendous rugby as well. Two tightly fought matches preceding this one, and I'm sure that this one will be no exception.
So just in terms of results overall, out of the 24 games that have played, Boys High have won 11 and Paarl Gym have won 13. And we can just see how much this means to both teams here. Of course, for Paarl Gym's second side, Andres, a lot of their players will be playing in their last game. They've only got 3 grade 11s in the side. Boys High have about 6 or 7 grade 11s. So there'll be a lot of emotion in the favour of Gym in this fixture, even though it means so much to both these schools.
Yeah, the result means everything for these kids, and we've mentioned it in some of the previous games. They build themselves up towards this game, and this really does determine the success or failure of their rugby career at schoolboy level. And yes, those boys playing their last games for their school today will be extremely emotional, running out onto the park and going into this encounter with everything they have.
And Johan van Rijn there on the right, the captain, deputy head boy. His brother is head boy who plays in the first side. And the tension is building.
It surely is special, Justin. You never ever lucky enough. If you're ever lucky enough to be in Paarl this time of year, make sure to come around and watch this fixture. It really is something spectacular. You can feel the tension in the air, and the atmosphere is it's enthralling, really.
An absolute carnival. So much importance. Brook Street versus Main Street. And we see the towering figure there of the number 5 and Jock Maingard. And Jade Hendricks, the captain, on the left. Well, ladies and gentlemen, strap your seatbelts. This will be entertaining and it will be ruthless in the build-up to the first team clash. Paarl Boys High second side are led by captain Jade Hendricks, the lock forward, who has played provincially for the past 3 years. Watch out for Cameron Hanekom, the prodigy at number 8. He's a live wire, a great ball carrier. Jet Marsburg, the 10, will have a big job today. And watch out for the pacey Jermaine Slavers and Billy Wiz, Reese du Plessis at the back. Paarl Gymnasium, you are captained by Johan van Rijn. Watch out for Desiree Knoll, also a provincial player. Eric Basson is a great player as well. Watch out for Johan Small, who's scored 50 points for the first side this year. And Bradley Davids is also another sensation at number 9. And Michael Basson on the right wing. And Johan Lawrence will have a lot of work to do today with the kick at posts. So Andres almost ready to go here, and you can just see the emotion.
You can, Justin, and the atmosphere is tangible. You can feel it out there, and the tension is also something you can feel today. And it's been a great 2 games that we've seen preceding this one. This will be no exception. All these boys have so much to play for, so much talent in both these teams. They're playing for their school's second side, but that by no means does it mean they can't play this game.
Referee today is Jean Devet, the 24-year-old, most promising ref of the year in 2016. And Johan Small will get us underway. This is Northern Paarl versus Southern Paarl. Main Street versus Brook Street at Forest Street. And we are underway, and a rough kick immediately, and a difficult one there for Maria Fuyun, and a positive result for Jim.
It's a very favourable result for Jim, starting the game unconventionally and reaping the rewards of that. A scrum right smack back in the middle of the field. It's a perfect platform to attack from, both sides of the field to go to, and this is exactly the start they would have wanted.
Bradley Davids, well, what a replacement he will be for Bobby Alexander. Another terrific player. Davids feeds. Davids, well, it was from Folden to Davids, and then Small back to Davids. Some enterprising stuff early on. Vickers Janse van Rensburg struggled there. The lock forward, but it's still Jim Boer, and Loki Marais, the Cravenreek player, lets it go. Interesting tackle there, and Johan van Rijn doing a lot of work, the deputy head boy. And it's havoc there. And Jean Devet says we'll come back for the scrum to Boys High.
Defensively, a good result for Boys High. They were under the pump there on the right-hand side and managed to look after that quite nicely. And then a good tackle, spilling the ball and getting themselves position.
Massive front row battle there. And the co-educational school of Paarl Gymnasium. And Keen Barnard, well, he's had a few first team appearances, scored 2 tries off the bench against Lundbo 2 weeks ago. And Barnard and Jonk, and that wasn't clean at all. Kaid Samai putting pressure on his opposite number. And Barnard taking his time, and he's kicked it to Prevon Isaacs, who can be ruthless, but he doesn't gather first time. And Janse van Rensburg with a tremendous carry. Davids to Small, whips it there to Samaya, the inside centre. Davids takes contact. Such an atmosphere around this crowd. There was Desiree Knoll playing at scrum off, and he lays it off there to Dante Boyens. And a good pass there, but Isaacs can't hang on to it.
Good play by Paarl Gymnasium. They really do play an exciting brand of rugby, and you can see it. It comes off the coaching from Peter Rousseau. He's done a tremendous job with both these teams, the first team as well as the second team. They play exciting and expansive brand of rugby, and they've reaped rewards throughout the year.
Capacity crowd. 2 colossal front rows. And how's that, Andres? Loki Marais, a Cravenweek player, kept out of the gym first side by under 19 Gerard van Niekerk.
Also known as Stripper, and what a player he is. Loki Marais getting a call up into the Cravenweek side after the injury to Robbie Rogers of Paul Roos, and part of that very successful side in Bloemfontein.
Marsburg to Rikus Jonk, gathers this time, and Reese Duplessis. Barnard, and it's main guard now. the number 5. Great tackle there by Johan van Rijn. And Barnard gives it off there to Bram Reinicke. Grand Como, Western Province last year. It's very physical at the moment. That's a great hit there from Vickers Janssen van Rensburg. And Johan van Rijn is getting through a lot of work as well. Main guard again getting hit. Struggling to build momentum here are the Brook Street Army. And Duplessis, the fullback, straight down the centre of the park. And Johan Lawrence now with the chip and chase. And Duplessis. There are so many big hits out of here. And look at Billy Wisgo. He lays it up there to Cameron Hanekom with the offload. Brilliant stuff. Now it's lining up here for Hanekom. Tremendous work there on the left wing by LaRue Boyson. Exhausting stuff there, Andres, but Hanekom looking dangerous.
Justin. Exciting stuff as well. Good build-up by Paarl Boys High and finding some space up the left-hand touchline. I was just about to mention that this Paarl Gymnasium sides have prided themselves on their defence, and they are very, very strong defensively. The young man Reese Duplessis managed to struggle for tackle and put his players into space.
Delaray Noel delivers the goods to Vickers Janssen van Rensburg. He's just looking to lay the platform. Delaray Noel. And that is not like him at all. So perhaps quite a lot of pressure building up here. Knowing that 12 out of the 15 players for Jim playing in their final game.
Good pressure by Bram Reinicke, the front row forward on Bradley Davis, both grade 11 boys, and they'll see each other again next year in the same fixture. Two extremely talented individuals are Bram Reinicke and Bradley Davis.
Boys High on fire. They're getting ready. So Barnard delivers. And Marsburg with a switch ball there, beautifully done. Great momentum gained. And now Jade Hendricks. He's only in grade 11, so he'll have another year. Andre Pester now. Hanekom. You give him a bit of space, he's really quick, and Jim get the penalty.
Defensive brilliance by Paarl Gymnasium, and what I like about this defense, Justin, is that they don't give you anything. They keep working with the legs, they drag you back towards your own try line, they make it tough for you to gain some momentum, and it's a testament to how much these players feel for each other and how much they play for each other.
Great kick. So Jim in a brilliant position on the field here to launch an attack.
Delaray now hooker for Paarl Gymnasium. He's played for the first team more than enough, and he'll be used to these pressure situations.
It's there for Davids and Small. A massive hit there on Daniel Grobler. Davids lays it off again to Delaray Noel. He has a lot of vibe, does the hooker. Davids and Small taking contact. Short side they go to Eric Basson. Davids, Delaray Noel fly off that time. And Small. And that is superb by Johan Small.
Mature decision taken by Johan Small. Saw the space in behind in the left-hand corner, and then the skill to get it there. It's just fantastic. They're playing with so much composure as Paarl Gymnasium at the moment. When they have the ball in hand, they look comfortable on the defence. They have real sting.
Maria Folion. And it's an overthrow. But it's worked out all right for Boys High. And a chance to exit. They look to crash it up first. Bram Reinicke. Barnard. And the clearance by Marsberg. Out of danger.
Tidy stuff by Paarl boys. And in the screen, on the previous screen, you could see the shape of Manus Hichu in the background. Ex-scrum half for Boland Cheetahs and the Greek was, and he's in charge of the defense of the first and the second teams, and you can see the character of Manus come through in the way they approach it.
A little bit of trickery there at the front of the lineup, but it doesn't work. Van Rijn, loose ball for Davids, and Daniel Grobler. Davids once more to Null. Really like a test match feeling so far. Small whips it out there. Brilliant stuff. Michael Basson down the right wing. And Davids delivers to Dante Boyson. Davids and Loki Marais now, the monster truck. Gaining good momentum here. Davids to Small. And Kite Samai and now Johan Lawrence. Boys I seem up for the contest on defense. But they'll only be able to defend for so long. And they've got the free play as well. Loki Marais. And Hanekom tries to poach it. Davids, that's unconventional. Small looking to put the pressure on. And Reece du Plessis watches that go over the dead ball.
Good play by Paarl Gymnasium, and that's what they'll do to you, Justin. As soon as they get some momentum, they get some quick ball, and then they start playing, then they switch on, they get excited, and they just keep moving the ball from the contact area and creating space for themselves. Defensively, good work by Paarl boys to keep them out, unfortunately resulting in a penalty and a kickball position for Paarl Gymnasium.
Johan Lawrence with a chance to open up the accounts. Very great player as well, the fullback. A crucial kick here. Makes no mistake, the fullback, Johan Lawrence. Paarl Gym 3, Paarl boys 0.
Fantastic kick by Lawrence, and in these games, Justin, they're so tightly contested. These 3 points mean the world, and we saw in the previous fixtures the 3 points, the accumulation of 3 points make a massive difference towards the end of the result, at the end of the game.
Jet Marsberg, just in grade 11. Very skillful fly off. Daniel Grobler just sorting out something in the background, hence the delay. Van Valden. Bradley Davids with the box kick. Reece du Plessis, so much experience. It was a good take, but a great chase there by Prevan Isaacs. And Reinicke lays it off to Jock Maingard with the offload back to Reinicke. Barnard, Hanekom. Big don't argue there. Leon van der Merwe is on the field now for Jim. Rare for Leon to Maingard once more. What a steal that was by Basson. Into touch it goes.
Johan Small seeing the space in behind after that turnover from Eric Basson. Good idea, execution not quite perfect. You would have wanted that to stay in field for his winger Prevan Isaacs to give chase.
Prevan Isaacs there, what a dangerous player. And a capacity crowd, a beautiful crowd here. Last year, There's a recorded 26,000 spectators. And remember to keep interacting with us across all social media platforms. This broadcast brought to you by School Sport Live. Saw two amazing games previously. Gym 15As coming out on top, and then Boys High 16As winning. But Andres, a little bit of anxiety in this fixture in these opening 14 minutes.
Yeah, so was all the other games, Justin. It's just so tightly fought between these two great schools. As we look at Johan Lawrence taking a long penalty opportunity here. A brave kick from the young man. He does have a slight breeze at his back at the moment.
Well, if this goes over, it'll probably feel like a try for Paarl Gym. An important kick, Johan Lawrence. Doesn't have the legs. Reece Duplessis, no one on his outside, and he does amazingly well. And he dummied Casper there, Andres. There's no one on his right.
He'll do it to you. He can step both ways. Very elusive, the young individual, and a good touch finder as well to relieve some pressure.
So Delaray Knoll, Academy Week this year, Academy Week last year, and Grand Como in 2017. And Hanekom gets it back. And Andre Bester. Barnard. And then Marsburg almost lets that go. Rikus Jonk gaining meters. And Marsburg trying to step his way out of trouble. Jim's defense looking very stubborn. It's main guard. He's also had a few first team appearances this season. Barnard with the box kick. Mikhail Basson, also another talent. Slips the ball beautifully there to Chalk Muller, the outside centre. And it's trench warfare at ruck time. Van Rijn, the captain, lays it back. Davids laying it away, and both sets of defense doing extremely well in this game. There are no holes. And that's gone forward, and the monster truck once more. Loki Maria, the Craven Week player, runs into Andre Bester. Small. There's some room here. Kite Samai. Did that go forward? Isaacs. For a second, the referee's looking a little bit hesitant.
Shawler went forward, but he did have a think about that and probably called back by the assistant referee on the edge. But how exciting this is game, Justin. It's so tightly brought 3 points in at 17 minutes from the start of this game, and it's just absolutely nothing. And then defensively, both teams, you mentioned it earlier, are extremely strong. They're getting off the line and making good tackles, turning over ball.
Superb scrum. Marsburg to Jonk. The skip ball to Reece Duplessis. He's very dangerous. LaRue Boyson. There's a chance here for Boyson. Goes on his own. He had Duplessis on his outside. Could that be a tolling one? But some good play from Boys High. They do get a penalty. And Rikus Jonk doesn't mess around. The matric. Jim under the pump. Marais Yun. And Barnard has to dig. Marsberg, a great opportunity here. It's Andre Bester. Looks to fend off his opposite, Hanekom. Cameron Hanekom back on the inside. Great defense, but we're going to come back for the penalty.
Great defense by the gym team as we look at this highlight. And this is what Reese BC will do to you. He'll stand you up on the outside and put his wingers into space. Had the option to have a go there. Did LaRue Boyson, and you think he might have had to give that pass to put his speedster into space. But great attack by Boys Eye.
Boys Eye faithful. And here come Paarl boys again. The Brook Street Army. Reese du Plessis darting. Throws a skip ball there to LaRue Boyson, the left winger. Not a lot of room. So can Paarl boys make a statement? It's Hendricks, the captain. Jade Hendricks. Barnard. And away to Reinecker. Gee whiz, he gets around the park. Barnard and Maingard once more. So many phases. And Marsberg. Do they have the solution? Boys High. Hendricks to Reinecker. And unbelievable stuff. Boys Eye get the first score through the grade 11 in the form of Sebastian Bossoff.
Fantastic stuff. Reinecker, Arbron Reinecker, playing like a centre. He's involved in every single move of this game. Got the final pass away to the outside centre. Sebastian Bossoff, the grade 11 student again, in the hands of Arbron Reinecker, and that's a tremendous offload by the loose head prop.
Well, that is a moment, a big moment. Boys Eye are here to play against a side that is unbeaten. Marsberg to have a shot.
20 minutes into this game, Justin. It's been all Paarl Gymnasium for the first 15, and they've got 3 points to show for it. In the last 5 minutes, Paarl Boys High have come back fighting. Looked extremely dangerous and got rewarded with a 5-pointer. And duly converted to make it 7.
He won't let the crowd bother him. Jet Marsberg. We're seeing grade 11. He's had a stellar season. Boy, it's tight out here. With 8 minutes to go before half time. And Lawrence. And that is a difficult one. But luckily for Boys High, they do get the scrum.
Very fortunate for Boys High that they couldn't hold on to that. They were under the pump, if they would.
Prevon Isaacs, you want to get the ball more.
Very elusive runner, strong, powerful ball in hand. And do need to get the ball into his hands a bit more often.
And Hanekom, Cameron Hanekom with the dummy. Great play there by Carstens. Hanekom at scrum off to Reinecker. He is loving his rugby at the moment. And Marsberg and Jonk again. Great offload that was. And Bossoff. Boys High looking really threatening. But luckily that's into touch for Jim.
It's a great tackle by Johan Small. The fly half for Jim. Try-saving tackle, you might say. And Boys are looking more dangerous as this game progresses. They've got the momentum, Justin, at the moment, and they're feeling it, and they want to take advantage of it. Well, they have a man in screen there, Arbron Reinecker. He's been instrumental for his team, getting them on go forward.
Janse van Rensburg. And Delaray Knoll, one of the masterminds in the side. And Jim through Kai Samai. Did really well there. And Davids. Peter van Volden. and Loki Maria. A few carries for him in this game. It's really been a titanic clash so far. Van Velden does well. Davids. Delaray Knoll finds Samai. No chance to kick it all at the moment for Jim. They're trying to break the line and build the phases. Delaray Knoll, like a savage, he's stopped in his tracks. Davids says he has enough. And Jermaine Slavers, the right winger, Reece du Plessis has a crack with a chip and chase for du Plessis, and he does so well to hang on to it. The seasoned campaigner, Barnard, and Jonk once more. He's having a good shift. Marsberg and Reinecker. He's probably touched the ball about 10 times. This is relentless stuff from both sides. And Bester, the blindside flanker. Barnard into the traffic. Du Plessis winds it up to Cameron Hanekom. Having a go. Such a great player. Hanekom still going. What a talent. And Armand Kutsia, the tight end prop. Boys High looking for the second try of the fixture. Hendricks, the skipper. And some thuggery there. So it's play on. Andre Bester, the strong flanker. Barnard back on the inside to Carstens. So many phases, it's ridiculous. Du Plessis losing momentum, and Hanekom. Jim coming through. Andries, it's like a test match.
Energy sapping stuff, Justin. This has gone on for all of 3 minutes. First Jim had the ball and forced to kick off the back of fantastic defense by Boys Eye. If you look at this, Reece du Plessis with a big wind out to the touch, to the right hand touch, and this man's been good today. Very instrumental, powerful runner with ball in hand, and unfortunate not to get the offload away.
What a future, he'll be immense next year, the number 8. Played a few games for the first side as well at North-South early in the year. And Bram Reinecker and Armand Kutsia, they have been colossal, the two props for Boys High.
Aaron Reinecker blowing heavy at the moment, and you can understand why. He's been involved and heavily involved in this match. As we reach the halfway stage, there's not a lot in it, just on 4 points at the moment, separating these two teams. And it's as if Paarl Jim had the first 15, and Boys High have gone on and taken the next 10 minutes and going their way as well.
Really creates opportunity now for Boys High to add some distance in the scoreline. Marsberg to Boshoff, the try scorer Boshoff. Bursting away is Jonk. He's having a blinder, but he lets it go, and that will be costly. A welcome relief for Jim.
Welcome relief for Jim, Justin. They've been under the cosh. Done extremely well to keep the Boys Eye team out from scoring here, and this is what they'll need, and they'll have to take courage from this. They've defended for 10 minutes, haven't conceded a point, and the opportunity here to get out of their 22-meter line.
And Andries, in anticipation for the first team game. The biting of the nails will start pretty soon.
I think the biting of the nails have started already, Justin. The atmosphere is just tangible, you can feel it. A massive build up to the biggest schoolboy rugby game in the world, and it comes along with a lot of pressure because these players are aware of the fact that this is a big stage and they're playing here to determine the success or failure of their schoolboy year.
Just a few minutes now before half-time. What an occasion as well for Sean Devet, the referee. Just 24 years of age. And Quinton Immelman will take charge of the first team game. Bradley Davids has also been used quite a lot off the bench for Paarl Gym in the first side. Please remember to keep interacting with us across all social media platforms. This broadcast proudly brought to you by School Sport Live. Big shove from Boys High. Bradley Davids under pressure. And Small. And there will be time. No, there won't be time for the lineouts. What a half that was. Test match like stuff, Andries.
Certainly was, Justin. And 7 points to 3 going into half-time in the favour of Boys High. Probably a just result as it stands at the moment. This man on screen at the moment, Rikas Jonk, he has been tremendous in the backline for his team. Exciting first half and exceptionally tough second half to come.
First half started with a Johan Lawrence penalty, and then Sebastian Boshoff, the grade 11, the outside centre of Boys High, went over for the score. And the score here at half-time is Boys High 7, Paarl Gym 3. Do not go anywhere. So Boys High 7, Gym 3. And in the under 15A game, it was Boys High who were leading at halftime 14-0. And it was a 21-point turnaround. And the carnival is really on here. It's an amazing atmosphere. Difficult to put into words. 25,000 people. And Andries, this is going to be a colossal second half.
It certainly will, Justin. And the first two games were decided by only 7 points apiece. The second one for only 2 points at the end. And both those teams came back from a deficit to claim it in the second half. Can Paarl Gym do the same in this third fixture of the day?
Paarl Gym looking to remain unbeaten this season. They have played 15 games and won all 15. And Andries, what's even more remarkable is they have scored 84 tries and conceded only 22. This under 19 B side. Boys High with a 13 on a 16 return, and they have a chance here to upset Gym season.
And that's what inter-schools is about in Paarl. It's about the big upsets that happen ever so often. And the favourites hardly ever win these encounters. It's a team that handles the pressure the best. that comes out on top.
And of course, for the boys' high side, they have about 7 or 8 players in grade 11. So they will get another shot again. But for Jim, just 3 grade 11s. And these are the moments, Andries. A lot of these players will never ever play an inter-schools game again, and they'll only be able to look back. So they've got to leave everything on the field.
Yes, Justin, that's exactly what they'll try and do out here today. Another 30 minutes to go. The last 30 minutes of schoolboy rugby for a lot of these boys out on the park today. And a lot of emotion will go into the last half of their schoolboys' career.
A picturesque setting. And Marsburg, the skillful fly-off. He's had a good shift so far. John DeVette signals time on for the second half. And that is really unlucky. That could have stayed in, Andries.
Very unlucky, Justin, but fortunate for Jim at the moment. This is what they would have wanted, a scrum again in the middle of the field. 2 sides to attack from, and an opportunity here to get their ascendancy early on in the second half.
Andre Bester, the number 7, he was actually Western Province Craven Week captain in under 13 5 years ago.
Bradley Davids, exciting young talent.
Davids goes on the short side to Lawrence, and Isaacs now. Get out of the road. What a run that was by Prevon Isaacs. He is lethal. Small away to Telereynol. And Jock Maingard trying to go for the choke tackle there. It's Davids. And now the deputy head boy. Things are at the back there to Samai. The inside centre. And the defence has really been immense from both sides in this fixture. Really difficult to gain any momentum. And Reese Duplessis, he's been brilliant. Good pass there from Kutsia to Hendricks, but he gets smashed in the tackle. And the endurance levels must be tested in this fixture. Carstens. It's actually Poison that time, the left winger. And Jim are making meters on defence here. And Barnard is looking for territory. Now Mikhail Basson, the sensation, beats one. Davids and Peter van Valden, the number 8. Small and Lawrence to Jock Muller. And that is beautifully done by Boys High. Rikus Jonk, second time in the game, he taps and goes. And he's really playing like it's his last game.
Very unfortunate. Paarl Boys High defensively exceptional today, getting off the line and forcing those turnovers, not allowing the Chem boys to get the momentum they need and they crave when they're on the attack. An unfortunate and uncharacteristic error by the big Arbron Reinecker. He's been inspirational for his side, has the inside centre Rikus Jonk, and so has Reese Duplessis. You don't want to kick Reese Duplessis ball because he will punish you if he gets a bit of space.
And big pressure from the Brook Street Army. Davids to Small. The dummy switch that's opening up here for Johan Small to Jock Muller. Opportunity for Mikhail Basson. And he does really well to stay in field. Davids. And Van Valden once more, almost bursting away. And another error
Unfortunate, uncharacteristic again by the Paarl Gym side. Johan Small, how good was he getting the space in the middle of the field, putting Michiel Basson up the right-hand touchline. Unfortunate knock-on, and good defence once again, good scramble defence by the boys' eye team, and that's always a testament of how much you want to win a game.
What a battle it's been at 9 between Bradley Davids and Keane Barnard. Boys' eye. So what would be the tactic here? Barnard to Jonk, who says, follow me once more. Barnard and Duplessis. The calm-headed fullback delivers again, but it's not out Lawrence to exit.
It's a good result for Boys' Eye. Scrum on their own 22-metre line, and now they've moved it up about 40 metres onto the 10-metre line of Paarl Gymnasium. Reece Duplessis showing all the experience in the world to get his side onto the front foot.
Fullion and Barnard to Marsberg and Hendricks this time in the back line. Desiree Knoll trying to cause havoc. Barnard runs into John de Wet, the ref, and Reece Duplessis. And Barnard. Tremendous carry there again. Marsberg with a dummy inside there. And a penalty, so opportunity for 3 for Marsberg.
Eric Basson going off his feet to get that ball back for his team, and immediately Marsberg opting to go for goal.
Boys are being impressive, Andres, considering Jim, their season this year.
They've showed a lot of fight, have Boys Eye. They've come out here to play, and they've put the Gim team under a lot of pressure. They've not allowed them anything. Hey, they know that Gim thrive off quick ball and they thrive off momentum on the attack, and they've just taken all of that away through good line speed defensively and slowing their breakdown down.
So Jet Marsberg. It is a pressure kick. Even though they are in the lead, every point counts. Marsberg. Off the woodwork. And it's picked up by Peter van Velden. And I'll tell you what, Jean de Wet, the ref, has had a few hits today. He'll be feeling the knocks. And Reece Duplessis, you can just see how calm he is. Barnard whips it away. Massive hit there, but what an offload that was. Fourie that time. There's the ball back. The counter ruck. Let's play on. Hanakom, Cameron Hanakom. Jade Hendricks to Marsberg, the dummy. Gang tackled there. And Andre Pester, ferocious carry by the flanker. Back to Barnard, who hasn't shied away from the physical stuff, but a massive penalty for Paarl Gym.
Johan Loris standing up when countered, turning that ball over for his side. A good attack again by Boys on Reece Duplessis when he gets space. Extremely dangerous. Paarl boys leading 7 points to 3, and Paarl Gymnasium, they've got the whole end of the field to go, Justin, and they'll want to score next to keep themselves in this.
And although there's only been one try, this game can definitely open up. A moment of brilliance can change it all.
It surely can, especially in games like these that's dominated by good defence. We're seeing a good game of rugby. Attackingly, the boys are playing well, but defensively they are outstanding. Both sides, both the Gim team and the Boys Eye team, making some good tackles and making it tough for the opposition to score tries.
Van Valden and Hanekom. Here's big trouble. Cameron Hanekom has been sensational. Marsburg waves the wand, and Boshoff, the try scorer. He's tackled well there by Jock Muller. Barnard to Reinecker. He has been titanic, the loose head prop. Also in grade 11. Marsburg away to Hendricks. Beautiful stuff here. Duplessis to Poisson. And that is a pity. Hanekom was on the end of that and he lets it go.
Again, Paarl Jim making it tough for the boys outside. And we're seeing glimpses of excitement coming through, Justin. We're reaching the back quarter of this game and the team knows there's so much to play for. 20 minutes is all they have left for the remainder of the year. And for some of these boys, the last 20 minutes of schoolboy rugby in their lives.
"20 minutes left. Jim secure their scrum. Kaid Samai, big collision there. And Davids looking to play the percentage game, but he has to hope this works out, and it does, or it doesn't. And that, Andres, could be a big turning point. Boys Eye with a penalty.
Could be a big moment in this game, Justin. A big decision again here for their captain, Jade Hendricks, opting to go for touch. And you see it more and more often these days in the professional game as well. Teams opting to go for touch more often than they would in the past.
So for Yun, can the hooker put the pressure on you? And for the replacement player, taps it back. Barnard to Marsburg and Rikus Jonk. And Boshoff, the outside centre. Barnard to Marsburg. Into the 22, the Brook Street Army go. And Reinecker, he's still going like a bulldog. And Khum with an important steal through Dante Boyens. Davids, small and massive hit there. Brilliant defense from Boys High. The spot tackle was perfect. And Davids looks to calm proceedings. Still a while to go. Just 4 points, the difference.
Just relieving some pressure, did Bradley Davids. A much better kick than the previous one, that resulting in the penalty. Turnover ball and then a massive hit in the midfield by Paarl Boys Eye.
Full-Yun. And a dismal throw there. Tetheray Knoll was even surprised. Small and Kaid Samai. Space on the outside. Jock Muller running hard. And Hendricks. All these players have been immense today on defense. Tetheray Knoll. There's another titanic hit. And Grobler. And Boyens. Slow ball again for Davids. And Small with a beautiful pass there to Muller. And now it's Kaid Samai. Both sides struggling to get quick ball. That's testament to the defense of both sides. David, Small, they're looking for an opening. Tetheray Knoll takes contact. A penalty for Jim. So can they get into the right place of the field?
A well-deserved penalty for Jim. They look so comfortable with ball in hand and they move it across the field with ease. But defensively, Boys Eye have just been tremendous, not allowing Jim anything, but rewarded men for their bravery with the penalty just shy of the 10-metre line.
And the bodies, Andre's taking a lot of hits in this game. It's like a war out there.
It's a good thing it's the last game of the season for these boys and the last of their schoolboy careers, because it takes some time for them to recover from this. Extremely physical.
All getting ready for that 102nd clash between the first sides of Boys High and Gym. Gym winning 49, Boys High winning 41, and there's been 11 draws, and Boys High are looking for their 5th consecutive win. And the spectators, well, they just can't wait. And it's been a glorious day. And Detheray Null is leaving the park. So that will be the end of his rugby for his school. A great soldier for Paarl Gym over the years. What a player.
He certainly is. Justin Detheray Null has done a tremendous job for his school throughout his 2 years at senior level rugby. And unfortunate to see him walk off the field with what looks like a neck injury.
Daniel Grobler played against Weinberg at first team at hooker, and he delivers. Davids and Van der Merwe. Leon Van der Merwe with the fresh legs. And Van Volden. So can Jim get into their stride? That's the question. How much do they want this? And Lawrence, look at him go. Get out of the road. What a bounce that is from the matric. A huge collision. And Van Rijn. And Small with a wonderful pass to Jock Muller. Tackled by his opposite. And it's really getting tense now. Van Volden, he's worked tirelessly, and so is Hendricks, the skipper of Boys High. Loki Marais to Small. Johan Small with a flash of brilliance there. And Basson, the Academy Week player. Davids. And Loki Marais, the monster truck. Vickers Janssen van Rensburg to Johan Small. And Marsburg is opposite again with a tackle. David's assessing his options. Dante Boyens. Jim looking for their first score. And Daniel Grobler trying his luck. Small once again to Mother. Coming off the outside centre channel. Just like a brick wall. And Loki Marais. We come back there for the penalty. So here's a chance, Andres. What will they do here? What is the right call to make?
It's a very tough call to make here, Justin. 3 points will get you within striking distance from another penalty, and he's kicked the ball well, has Johan Lawrence. Let's just mention once again the defence from Paarl Boys High. They're giving them absolutely nothing. And that's what Gim strive on, hey? They strive on ball in hand, and they play rugby, and they like to move the ball around the field and run into space. But at this moment, Boys High are not giving them anything.
It's not over till it's over, possibly for Detheray Null.
Lazarus.
Johan Lawrence, he was previously in picture. What a carry that was. Bumping 2 out of the road. And Detheray back on. He can beat Lethal at the back of a maul. Because Janssen van Rensburg. And at the back is Detheray Null. He loves this position on the field. His favourite place to be, Detheray Null. He was previously off the field. And havoc going on there. Absolute havoc. But Gimmies are getting close, and they've got the free play as well. So can they put down the hammer? Mikhail Basson had fly off that time. Tackle after tackle. Small to Isaacs. Runs into Slavers and Kutsia. Dante Boyens. Legs like tree trunks. Davids. Vickers Janssen van Rensburg. Small back on the inside. Beautiful line there. Small just meets a wall of defense. And here's an opportunity now for Isaacs. Peter van Velden! My goodness! What a score that is for Peter van Velden, the 8th man, and Paarl take the lead.
Tremendous stuff. Paarl Gymnasium so comfortable with ball in hand and just managed to recycle it time after time again. And eventually the opportunity opened. Bradley Davis saw the space up the left-hand touchline, let it go to the big man and over in the corner.
Peter van Velden in his final game.
Just lost a bit of momentum there, and then Bradley David saw the space after the left-hand touchline, get the ball into the hands of Previn Isaacs, and something will happen. Peter van Velden, could that be the winning score?
Well, this is going to get relentless now. Still a long 10 minutes to go, Andries. Anyone's game, but this is a big kick for Lawrence. Doesn't have the legs, had the accuracy. 8 points to 7, Andries. 9 minutes to go.
And I'm not even surprised. It's been like this the whole day. It's been tightly fought in all these matches. The lead has changed hands numerous times within the last 10 minutes. So strap yourselves in. This will be exciting.
What a pulled up final 8 minutes to the first team game. Who wants this more? Boys, I get the scrum.
Good tactic by Boys High, kicking that ball into the air nice and high. Paarl Gym playing into the sun at the moment. It will be tough to field those balls out of the sky, resulting in a scrum 10 meters into the half of Paarl Gym.
Boys High, well, they definitely have the power to make it count in their backline. Players like Jonk and Possoff and Reese du Plessis and Jermaine Slavers, they can turn water into wine, and Jim need to front up on defense. So Barnard and Marsberg and Possoff to du Plessis. Spreads the ball wide again to Boyson. Lays it back. Patience is the name of the game. And Van Dijk is on the field for Boys High. So some fresh legs. And holes that time. And Hendricks will play a 3rd season of under-19 rugby next year. Du Plessis. And that is really unlucky. Really, really unlucky.
Small margins, Justin, small margins. Good vision by Reese du Plessis to see the space. Unfortunately, the ref deeming that ball drifted slightly forward. And you'd expect nothing less from these matches, Justin. They live up to this whole year, and they come out here and they put their hearts out on the park and they leave everything out there. And it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Dante Boyens is down. Also been a great servant. Has been used in the first side off the bench. So 1 point the difference. So much to play for. And perhaps the emotion will be bigger for Jim, knowing that 80 to 90% of their team will be their final 5 or 6 minutes left here. What an atmosphere it's been. A Coliseum for a street on neutral territory.
scrums have been tightly fought today as well, Justin. And boys, I had the upper hand with a big man in Armand Kutsia and Aaron Reiner on the park, and they've got an entirely new front row at the moment, packing up against Loma Ray and Dante Boyens. So on the right hand side of the field, yeah, on the field for Paarl, Marlon Riley unmarked, and he is a pace man.
Kaid Samai. There's actually Mikhail Basson, the right winger, with the headband. And Leroux Boyson is under all sorts of pressure. And Reece Duplessis, like a safe house. And Slavers does really well. But Boys Eye under the cosh, 80 meters out. Can they make something special happen? Barnard looks for distance. Isaacs misses it. And Jim will be happy about that. Davids to Vickers Janssen van Rensburg. He's been strong all day. And Slavers. Duplessis doesn't care that there's only 4 minutes left. And Floris Brandt, the replacement utility back. And Davids again. And great pressure there by the scrum half.
Good vision by the young man. The presence of mind to kick it into the space, just keeping his back and forwards on the front foot, making them energized, getting them energized to get into this game, Justin. So look at the fans looking on. The old boys, they'll be as heavily invested in these games as all the players on the field.
Marais Folioni has to get this one right. He does, to Carstens. Barnard to Hendricks. And this won't bother Jim at all. And Isaacs. And this time, an unforced penalty. And Boys Eye have an opportunity now, Andries, to put the pressure on and get into the half of Jim and make something happen.
And they are the underdogs, Justin, and they will feel that if they can get one over Paarl Jim, they've sneaked one out of the hat here. So yes, a lot of pressure on Paarl Jim at the moment. Unfortunate penalty, Previn Isaacs not managing to field that ball in the air, and then having Dean to play it on the ground. And not much in this, Justin. It's been a bit of a scrappy game, and defensively both teams have been exceptional. And going into the last 2 minutes, discipline is everything. You don't want to give away unnecessary penalties at this stage of the game.
Tap back. Marsburg. So what can they do? Yonk and Posov. And great play there by Leroux Boyson. Positive play by the Brook Street Army. They want the win. A penalty will do it. A try will do it. Reece Duplessis with the slip ball. Marsburg with the dummy, and he's broken. Chet Marsburg really tested the line all day and just ankle tapped there. And Yonk only knows one way. And Jim, they can't afford to give a penalty away. And that's what pressure does.
Really unfortunate for the replacement front row forward. Looked threatening, did Paarl Boys Eye. Good line break by Marsburg. And then defensively, once again, this Gem team have just been exceptional.
So all Jim have to do is hang on to the ball in this final minutes. And the atmosphere around the ground, electric. but a lot of tension as well. It's a nervous time. The next game, Andries.
Certainly is, Justin. 30 seconds left running time in these fixtures. Eric Masson just receiving some care from the medical staff. 30 seconds left in this game, Justin. 30 seconds left in the careers of some of these boys.
Has been like trench warfare out here with a number of hits and tackles. Boys Eye with a big shove. And is there time? There is time.
Massive call by the referee, John DeVet, in the final scrum of this game. And it's this opportunity that Boys Eye have been waiting for.
They need to roll the dice and hope for any form of points. It's now or never. Jim, for the first time this season, really being tested. And they've had to work hard to get this 1 point lead against the ferocious Boys High side. But Boys High will look to explode. Barnard to Marsberg and Bossoff. He's also been really good. Both centres of Boys High. And you can hear these hits all around the crowd, all around the stadium. Van Dijk with the carry. No room for error. No room whatsoever. And that could be it. That's the game. And the emotion will show you. Most of the players in the Paarl Gym side are matrix. And they've got that victory. That means that they are unbeaten in 2019. What a ferocious contest, Andries. Boys High brought everything. And the calm, cool and collectiveness out of this gym side sailed them through with a Peter van Walden try.
The game dominated by exceptional defence by both teams. And at the end of the day, the team that managed to pressure the best came out on top. Fantastic result for Paarl Gym. And you can just see the emotion on all their faces. And is this just, and is this a preview of what's to come here on Forest Street?
Do not go anywhere. Up next on Super Sports is the big one, the main one, the ultimate one. It's 2 versus 3 in the country. It's Paarl Boys High taking on Paarl Gym at Forest Street. Thank you for joining us on School Sport Live for the 15As, 16As and 19Bs.